Hello and welcome. In the first part of this series on payroll processing in Tally, we had learned creation of employee records and pay heads. We had also understood how to define income tax declarations received from employees about their investments, other deductions, etc. If you haven't watched yet, I suggest you to watch the first part for better comprehension. I'll leave the link above. But if you know how to create employee records and pay heads, then you may consider skipping the first part. Today in this video, we'll learn creation of payroll vouchers, view payroll reports like pay slips and pay sheet, analyze and understand the income tax computation statement. So let's start with the creation of payroll vouchers. From Gateway of Tally, select vouchers, click on other vouchers and select attendance. Click on date and enter voucher date. This is preferably the last day of the period for which the payroll is being processed. Here the payroll is being processed for the month of April 2021. So I have selected 30th April 21 as voucher date. Select name of the employee. In the attendance production type, we can record two types of leave. One is leave with pay, the other one is leave without pay. First, let us see how we can account leave with pay. For this, let's select casual leave. Using keyboard shortcut Ctrl Enter, let's check its configuration. Casual leave is grouped under primary. You may alternatively group it under any other category. Attendance type is set to attendance or leave with pay. Press yes and accept. In the value field, enter the number of CL availed by the employee. Here I have entered 1. Again select name of the employee. In the attendance production type, now let us select privilege leave and check its configuration. This is again grouped under primary and attendance type is set to attendance or leave with pay. Press yes and accept. In the value field, enter the number of PL. Here I have entered 4. Select the name of the employee. Now let us select absent to record leave without pay. In the value field, enter the number of days absent. Here I have entered 1. Select end of list. Enter the narration. Press yes and accept. Here in this video, I have shown you how to manually record attendance in Tally. If you want to automate this process by directly importing details from attendance recorder to Tally, you may consider using add-ons available. Now from the same screen, click on other vouchers and select payroll. Click on autofill. In the type of transaction field, select payroll autofill. In the field process for, select salary in the process list. For compute income tax based on, we have two options. One is declared value, the other one is proof value. Select declared value if you would like to process the payroll on the basis of IT declarations filed by employees. This is done during the initial period of the financial year. Select proof value if you would like to process payroll on the basis of investment proof submitted by employees. Usually this is done during the last 1 or 2 months of the financial year. Here I have selected declared value. In the from field, select the beginning of the period for which the payroll is being processed. In the to field, select the end of the period. Here the payroll is being processed for the month of April 2021. So I have selected 1st April and 30th April as beginning and end. In the employee or group field, select the name of the employee or the group. If you would like to process payroll for all the employees, select all items. Here I have selected a specific employee. In the sort by field, we have two options. One is employee name and the other one is employee number. So we can choose the appropriate method. Here I am selecting employee name. In the payroll or bank or cash ledger, let us create a payroll ledger. For this, click on create. In the payhead creation screen, in the name field, enter salary payable. In the payhead type, select not applicable. Group it under current liabilities. Press yes and accept. Now if you notice, the salary is automatically computed. If you remember, here we had configured basic as 50,000 rupees per month and we have recorded 1 day as absent. So if you notice here, basic HRA and special allowance are computed for the number of days present. Professional tax is auto-filled. TDS on salary is also automatically calculated. Narration is also automatically filled. Press yes and accept. So we have now completed creation of payroll voucher. From main screen of Tally, select display more reports. select payroll reports, pay sheet, select the name of the employee, click on period and change the period. Here I have selected April 2021 to view payslip for the month of April 2021. This is the payslip that is generated by Tally. In the first section, we can see general details of the employee like employee ID, designation, bank details, date of joining, etc. We can also see details like PAN, UAN, PF, ESI account number, PRAN, etc. In the second section, we can see attendance details like number of days absent, number of leave availed by the employee, etc. The third section is about earnings. Here we can see total earnings for the period. Fourth section is about deductions, which shows us total deductions and gives us net amount, which is total earnings less total deductions. Click on configure. In the show year to date values, select yes. Now if you notice, in addition to the information for the particular month that we have selected, which is April 21 in this case, we can also see YTD values, that is year to date values on the payslip. This payslip can be exported or emailed or printed according to our requirement. Now let's go back and select pay sheet. Select all items. Click on period and change the period. Here I have selected April 2021. This is the pay sheet that we have generated from Tally. Similar to payslips, pay sheet can also be exported or emailed or printed according to our specific need. From Gateway of Tally, select Display More Reports, Statutory Reports, Payroll Reports, select Income Tax, Computation, select Name of the Employee. This is the income tax computation that we have generated from Tally. Let us now analyze the contents of this IT computation. This income tax statement has been computed on the basis of declared value. First, we can see general information of employee like employee ID, gender, date of joining, tax regime, PAN, basis of computation, assessment year, etc. Then we can see summary of tax deducted and balance to be deducted, below which we have income tax computation statement. Let us go through each of these particulars, starting with gross salary. The value for this field is picked up from salary as per provisions contained in section 17(1). Let's view this statement now. This gives us information about total earnings of the employee. This contains both actuals and projected salary for the entire financial year. As we have processed payroll for the month of April, we get actuals for the month of April, followed by projection for the remaining period of the financial year. So according to this, the total earnings on account of basic, house rent allowance, special allowance is 12,56,500. Now let's go back. Serial number 2 is less allowance to the extent exempted under section 10. This is the computation of HRA exemption. Let's select house rent allowance and check how this exemption has been computed. Here we have three categories A, B and C. A is house rent allowance received or receivable, which is 2,99,000 and odd in this case. B is an amount equal to 50% of the salary if place of residence is metro, else 40% of salary, which is 2,39,000 and odd in this case. Then we have C, which is actual rent paid less 10% of salary, which is 1,80,000 and odd in this case. Now HRA exemption is limited to the minimum of these three. So HRA exemption is 1,80,167. Serial number 3 is balance, which is gross salary less allowance to the extent exempted under section 10, which is 10,76,000 and odd in this case. Then serial number 4 is deduction under section 16, which has two components. First is standard deduction, which is 50,000 in this case. Then we have professional tax, which is computed at rupees 200 per month. So total in this case is 2,400. Total income from salary is computed after reducing deduction under section 16 from balance. That is, balance in serial number 3 is reduced by the deductions under section 16 to arrive at total income from salary. If we had defined interest on housing loan or any other income of the employee, the same thing would appear under serial number 6. Serial number 7 is gross total income, which is total of 5 and 6. Then we have deduction under chapter 6A. Here if you notice, under investments we can see 1,50,000. This is the investment which we had defined earlier under IT declaration. If you would like to learn how to define IT declaration details, refer to my earlier video. Then serial number 9 is total income chargeable to tax. We get this after reducing deduction under chapter 6A from gross total income, that is 7 minus 8 in this case. Then the next field is tax on total income. Let us see how is this computed. Here income chargeable to tax is 8,73,930. Let us see how tax is computed on this income. Up to 2.5 lakhs there is no tax. More than 2.5 lakhs up to 5 lakhs at 5%. More than 5 lakhs up to 10 lakhs at 20%, more than 10 lakhs at 30%. That gives us total income tax of 87,286. To this, health and education cess at 4% is added to arrive at total tax. Next is less tax deducted. Here we can see details of tax that has been deducted till date. If you notice in the top right, we can see the summary of income tax deducted as well as balance to be deducted. So far we have seen our IT computation on the basis of declared value. Now let us see computation on the basis of proof value. For this, click on proof value. If you notice, computed based on is now changed to proof value. Since we have not recorded the proofs here, all the exemptions and deductions would be removed. If you notice, serial number 2 is 0 now and serial number 8 also has become 0. Because of which tax that is to be deducted has also gone up. Earlier total income tax was 90,000 and odd, which has now become 1.8 lakhs, and the tax per month has also increased accordingly. What do you feel about this video? Let me know in the comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos on GST, income tax, tally, etc. Hit the bell icon if you wish to be notified of latest updates. Thank you.